Hello everyone, this is definitely going to be a very long and very lengthy video, and the reason is because I'm going to be talking about a lot of things that I've mentioned in the past, but I'm going to be going more in depth and more detailed so you have a much better idea and understanding of everything I'm wanting to do. And a lot of times in the past I've talked about or mentioned some of the things I want to do on some of the channels, whether it's the gaming or tech channel, anime channel, Jetix channel, and possibly even this channel. So I'm going to be talking about a lot of things, and I'm going to start by talking about the gaming slash tech channel. Now, one of the things I want to do on there is a collaboration with another YouTuber, which he's within the same subscriber range. Me and him have a lot in common, whether it's from an expertise or professional standpoint, or just, our interest, the products we have, and a lot of other things. We have similar opinions and perspectives, and we get along really great. We could hold conversations really, really great, and sometimes we talk a bit too much, but, well, I'd say it's mostly me, but certainly doesn't help. But anyways, we get along perfectly great, and we share very similar interests. Like, let's just say for gaming and technology, it's not like, a lot of big channels where it's like 90% tech and only 10% gaming or something like that. And, we're both, pretty fair on both sides, maybe 60% that and 40% this, or the other way around. So it's a really great balance and everything like that. So we get along great and everything. I'm looking very forward to doing, a weekly show with him. Probably not bi-weekly, but if we have to, we have to. But a weekly show where we talk about gaming and technology. Now, it might have to do with some of the stuff I talked about that week, let's just say in gaming or tech news, or it might be something that's going on in the gaming or tech world, or something that we've been just thinking about that's been off our mind, on our mind that we've been just wanting to talk about or something like that, or just have a discussion about, or anything else. Or maybe it was something that was a suggestion from one of our subscribers. Anything. I mean, it could be anything. And I'm looking very forward to it. Something that's going to be very fun and to look very forward to every single week. And it's going to give us a great way to be able to interact with our subscribers and maybe get some suggestions from them, questions, or just hear their comments and their responses, or anything else really. So I'm very excited for it overall. And it's something that's going to be, once again, something very good to look forward to every single week. And one of the other things I want to do is something called Loot Crate. I want to make videos about it pretty much once every single month, because it's a service and it only happens once every single month. And what Loot Crate does is send you a crate every single month that has a bunch of random, products inside of it. Usually it's nerdy related, whether it's, comics or something else, or gaming related in this case. And you get a bunch of stuff, and you get more money's worth of stuff than you actually spend. And sometimes you might get something like a coffee mug, or an action figure of a specific character or something, whether it's a Marvel character or just comics in general or something else, or something gaming related, and it's really cool. And sometimes you get something like a mega crate where you get something that's really cool or super rare, like a collector's item for a specific series like Legend of Zelda or something else. There's a lot of cool things you could really get, and you get a shirt every single time. And believe it or not, I've been looking forward to getting new shirts, because most of the shirts I have are from like high school, kind of gothic emo skull, kind of shirts. And they're shirts that I really don't enjoy wearing, at least not nowadays. And I'm looking to get some more clean, simple, or just more interesting shirts. And this will get me exactly what I want. But the problem is that this does cost money. But luckily through my network, I can sign up for an affiliate account, so then I can get a certain share of the money through, let's just say, if I make a video about it and I include a special link in the description below, and if people use that, I get a certain percentage of the money. And I'm not looking to make money off of this, no, but if I make enough money to basically, be able to pay for this and keep on doing it every single month, then that's great, and it'll give me no reason to hold back, and I could keep on and keep on doing it. And I'm looking very forward to doing that, and it's something that's going to be very fun, very interesting. It's going to be random. It's going to be unexpected, I might end up getting a mega crate one of these days, and I can share the experience with everyone, and that is really great. But I'm still waiting for a response from them, and as long as everything goes through and great, even if it ends up taking longer than expected, if things go great and I can, do an affiliation with them, then I'm very happy overall. And one of the other shows videos I'm wanting to do is something that I did for a while, but then I ended up slowing down for a couple of reasons and stopped. And that is weekly wrap-ups, which was a type of video that I did where I basically talked about everything that happened that week. So let's just say if you missed, one or two videos of that week, you could just look forward to the weekly wrap-up and you could watch it, and I'll talk about everything that I made videos about that week. And at the very end of the video, there'll be an outro where you could click and actually watch those videos, so then if there's anything that you missed, you'll know about it. And it included gameplay in the background, on there, and it was like a commentary. So it was something I did weekly. It was really fun, and it didn't take very much time to do or edit or anything like that. And it was useful for people, so then they can actually be able to see what they've actually missed that week. In case they were very busy that week and maybe they just happened to miss something or it didn't show up in their subscription feed. And it was entertaining, for people that like watching gameplay and that kind of stuff. But with the new content ID system, I'm probably not going to be able to do them, at least not the way I want to. And because of that, I'm going to have to really think things, and hopefully I'll be able to keep on doing them. And sorry for hitting the table if I did, or the desk. And one of the other types of videos I want to do that's going to be weekly as well is weekly deals. Now, a lot of other people have done it, and the interesting thing is I look up on the prices on so many products all the time, and I find so many great deals very often. Like this webcam I'm using, I got it for $50, actually less than $50. I got it for $47.99 because it was on sale for $50, which is half price, and it's the best camera you could freaking get out there, period. And I had a $2 off coupon, so I got an amazing deal on it. And why not share that? Because I've had a couple times where I actually made videos, like let's just say when the prices went down on some AMD graphics cards, I made a video about that. So doing that weekly, I think, will be really great, or at least bi-weekly, depending on things. So, I mean, it's something that won't be really that hard or require much more effort because I already look up on the prices on very many things. Sometimes my friends will send me a link to something, a really good deal on something. And if I do videos like that, that'll be great, And maybe sometime or somehow I'll put that and merge that with the weekly wrap-up videos, or just do them separate. And they're likely going to be on the exact same day of that week, actually. So that's very interesting. And there's a couple of series that I'm wanting to do. One of the series that I'm wanting to do on the channel is a series of videos where I don't know how to explain it, but let's just say I kind of rant on about something that is a possibility, or talk about something technology or gaming related. With, like, for example, what if I talk about, like, let's just say one piece of technology and another piece of technology and how they can merge together to form something just awesome. Or maybe this one has the ultimate solution for this one's like biggest weakness or problem, and how they could work together. Or maybe something, a very interesting idea or concept, and I did a couple of videos before kind of like this. One of them was like, the best possibility for any budget gamer, and some of the technologies that do exist, and if some of them just, came together, they could really offer just outstanding, just great performance for such a great, amazing price. Can you imagine playing games at high settings, or ultra settings if you're lucky enough, on a machine that only costs, $400 to $500, depending on if you have a hard drive or not, or the prices on things during the time. That is amazing. And there's also a couple of other videos that I'm really wanting to talk about, some ideas for technology, and maybe some like philosophies, or just, ideas that I have that would be really great. And one of them I'm wanting to do is maybe talk about my own personal dream console and some of the ideas I have, what I would do to make my own console if I can make one. So that's really great. And one of the other, I'm going to make sure that I have a good variety of videos for that. So that's one of the things I need to focus on, is just make sure I have a good handful of ideas for that, And there's a couple of other ones I can't really think of right now, but there's a lot of different videos that I'm wanting to add on to the channel that I'm looking very forward to overall. So, I mean, there's a lot of things I want to work on that. And for the anime channel, one of the things I'm wanting to do is to start doing Q&A videos. And one of the reasons has to do with, how great and how happy I've been with the results of the Q&A video that I did on the JetX channel. Now, the JetX channel in general has grown really well and has been just, it's turned out so successful. It's way better than I could have ever imagined, and things are going so great on there. And when I did the Q&A video, I was so surprised by how many responses I got to the question I asked in that video, and it was really great. It was very exciting just seeing those responses. Some of them, answered, this very same response. There were some very common answers, and there were some very different ones, and some of them I just really didn't expect. And it was very interesting, and it was fun overall. I mean, everyone got to be a part of it, and I really enjoyed that so much. So I'm wanting to do that on the anime channel, but the type of Q&As I'm probably going to be doing is things that have to do with, maybe a very specific anime, or anime as a whole, the anime community or market, or some idea, or just, a simple question like, oh, what's your favorite anime, or just, something. And I'm looking very forward to that. Hopefully I'll get enough responses and interactions because I really do love seeing, people's comments on that kind of stuff. I really do. And if I can, then that'll be great. And I'm hoping to maybe possibly like on the one of the things I'm also wanting to do on that channel is to create an outro for my videos, something that's not too crazy or anything like that, but it certainly would not hurt to have an outro on there. And one of the other videos I might be doing is something like anime news. Now, I didn't think about doing this before, but I found myself lately being very up to date on anime news and very just up to date and ahead of time. And a lot of things, I may find out that other people don't know. Strangely enough, it's like, hold on, aren't you, a bigger fan of this than I am? And the fact that you don't know this is, very interesting to me. And, it'd be very interesting to do that. I'm not sure if, this is just something I might do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. But I need to figure out exactly which animes I'm going to cover, or maybe I'm just going to be broad, just report news in general, and that kind of stuff. And, that will be very interesting. It's great to see on that channel. I'm sorry for hitting the desk again. It's kind of a habit of mine sometimes. But I'm looking very forward to that. So I want to add at least a little bit of variety on there and maybe also broaden the types of anime reviews I do. And some of the other things I need to focus on is to create a banner for the channel page finally, because I've been needing to do it for a long time, but I need to really try to create one that has a little bit of flavor to it, or that's somewhat original, that has some sort of creativity that I put in it, and not just put freaking copyrighted pictures right up there like a lot of people do. And I need to make a profile picture, which will be really nice to finally have on there. And the last thing I probably need to do is to create a channel name. Now, that channel's been open for a while, and I still haven't came up with a channel name. And the reason is because after creating so many channels, it's hard to really come up with another channel name without it resembling any of the other channel names or being similar at all. Because I don't want to just make the channel name something like Anime Central Reviews or Dylan's Anime Reviews, because it would be just way too similar to some of the other channel names I've already came up with names for. And I want it to be very and just completely original, as original as I possibly can make it. So because of that, I'm going to have to spend a lot of time really trying to think of it, It's surprisingly not coming at me at such a natural way, Some of the names I've came up with right on top of my head are names that are very similar to some of the other channel names. So those are some of the things I want to focus on there. And for the Jetix channel, with how great, things are going on there with the first video I uploaded getting over 2,000 views by now, and the second video I uploaded getting definitely at least over 100. Probably not about 200 right now, but if it is, then that's great. And one of the things I want to do is to keep on making Q&A videos and to pretty much finish the outro, because I put an outro on that video and people didn't like it because of the music. And the thing is, when it comes to Jetix as a channel, they did not exactly have a very specific genre of music they stuck to. They had electric music that had a little bit of dubstep little taste to it, sort of. And there was some kind of pop music, there was rock music, there was a big variety, and it's like they didn't stick to something very specific, so it's hard to find a song, that reminds you of Jetix, or that is resemblant enough to the point you're like, oh, that I could definitely imagine Jetix, or it just makes it, come so naturally that you think of Jetix when you hear that or something, or may remind you of it or something. So that's a major problem, and I've been really trying to look for some, but it's really, really hard to find something that matches Jetix, The song I did choose does kind of match Jetix, but only from, let's just say the United Kingdom version of some of the promo music or the, music that they used in their commercials and that kind of stuff. And that's the other thing, is that there's so many variants. Jetix was available in so many countries, and their music and a lot of other things were so freaking different. So some of the people that are coming from other countries and watching my videos on there, they might have a different, approach because of that. So to get that taken care of, there's a video that I'm wanting to do, and it's like a video I'm going to have to spend a lot of time on. I've already spent 6 to 8 hours on it, and I've estimated that it's going to take me 18 hours to finish the first step. It's a 2-step process, maybe 3-step, but step 1 is going to take 18 hours, and then step 2 is going to be easily, I could say, is hours in general. It's not going to take a few minutes. It's going to take hours, and then I have to render it and a couple of other things. But once I get that taken care of, I'm going to put that into the outro, and it'll fix or fill in for the audio problem. And that's going to be great, because it's something that's going to be great for the outro. It's going to fit it very well on the channel, and it's going to be entertaining, and it will ultimately fix that problem, because I don't want to have to worry about that kind of stuff. I don't want to have to worry about the music or have to change it so many dang times. And, I don't want to have to worry about that, I mean, I want to focus more on the content and not just, something that's kind of just poking me in the head or something like that. So once I do that, that will be really great. And things are just going good on that channel right now. Now, as for this channel, there's two different perspectives or ways, I look at this channel, because before I jumped in with Project Chronicles, which I've enjoyed so much, just interacting with you guys, seeing your guys' videos, responses, and comments and commenting on your guys' videos, and just how much it's really helped me come up with better ideas and varieties for thoughts for videos and that kind of stuff. It's really helped me overall, and it's been really great. Now, right before Project Chronicles, I would say that my channel was getting to the point to where I had a really great idea of what kind of content I wanted to create. And after Project Chronicles, it kind of changed things a little bit. Not for the negative, certainly not, but for just a different direction of positive, let's just say. So because of this, there's two different ideas that I have for what kind of videos I want to create. But, they're not so different that they can't go together without seeming like two channels just smudged together in a bad combo or anything like that. It's nothing like that. But what I want to probably do is to try to do both the best way as I possibly can, because I think it'll add, variety, and it'll be a good, just add a little bit of flexibility. Like, let's just say, for example, like, this week, because some things happened, I couldn't make as many videos, and probably also because there wasn't very many things I could answer or talk about that had to do with the topic of this week. And let's just say, from, let's just say, this perspective, or this approach, well, I got these videos I've been wanting to do on the side over here, so, to make up for not having as many video ideas for the theme of this week, I could do these videos to make up for it. So that's really great, and that's going to really help out this channel. And, if I could do, a really good job on both ends, then that'll make me really happy and improve on the quality and come up with really good video ideas, and to shorten them, because I do rant on, and this one is guaranteed to be long either way, but, make them shorter and just do a better job. And I think ultimately, just after doing things so rapidly and often, I should be seeing some natural progression. So I'm looking very forward to that, and God, this is a long video. But there are just so many things I'm really looking forward to and really wanting to work on. There are so many things I need to do, and it's something that's definitely going to be worth it. The outro on the anime channel, making some improvements on the gaming channel, some of the things I want to do on this channel, and focusing on both very balancedly and well, and some things I want to do on the Jetix, channel, and just, getting those problems taken care of so that I can focus on the content more than some of the problems that feel like they're poking me in the head or something like that. And the gaming channel, so many things I want to do, but a lot of things I have to get set up, sorted out, and I have to get responses from whether it's my manager or the company at Loot Crate, before I could actually start working on content, which I don't even have a Loot Crate, so I can't even make a video about it anyways, and I'm probably going to have to wait till next week to actually get a Loot Crate and actually start making videos anyways. But with so many things I, want to do, so little time, but, I'm gonna start working on them, and I'm looking very forward to see how everything turns out, because as long as everything goes great on all the channels, I'm must say that this is going to be a great year, and it's going to change me as a, person like YouTube already has, but it's going to change me in so many ways, and maybe, help me go forward on all these channels at once in a very good way, and everything, and I'm just looking very forward. But anyways, that's it for this video, so hopefully I did not forget about anything that I'm wanting to do on some of the channels. And if I did, then, well, hopefully I won't have to make another whole video for that. But if I do, then I'm very sorry. I just have so many ideas and so many things I want to do. And I'm trying my best to at least be realistic as far as, what things I should do and what things I shouldn't do and what things are just kind of cheesy idea or something like that. And the top thing is I want to make sure that most of these are things that I can do and enjoy doing, and that aren't too much stress on me and aren't too time consuming and don't feel like a job, or just make sure it's enjoyable overall, because at the end of the day, that's what I want it to be. And if everything's enjoyable, then nothing's going to hold me back from creating all of this content, So I'm looking very forward to 2014. It's going to be a great year, and yeah. So anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.